Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore some shocking Hollywood sibling pairs you probably didn't know about. You'll be surprised to find out how many famous stars are actually related. From secret relationships to unexpected connections, we'll reveal all the juicy details. Now we want to hear from you. If you're shocked by these sibling pairs, leave a 1 in the comments. If you already knew about them, drop a 0. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to support us. Enjoy the video. Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson, two of Hollywood's most famous stars, are not only talented actors, but also siblings, with a bond that fans often overlook. While each has achieved individual success, their sibling relationship adds an intriguing layer to both of their careers. But did you know just how deep their family connection goes? Let's explore the surprising details about their relationship and how their childhood shaped their journey to fame. Growing up in the Hudson family was far from ordinary, as their mother, Goldie Hawn, is one of Hollywood's iconic actresses. With such a star-studded family, the sibling rivalry and bond between Kate and Oliver are unlike those of typical siblings. They not only share genetic traits, but also have a close relationship that has supported them both in their careers and personal lives, making them one of Hollywood's most intriguing sibling pairs. While fans often associate them with their individual successes, their sibling dynamic adds a unique element to their public image. From playful banter on social media to heartwarming moments in interviews, the Hudson siblings always capture the attention of fans with their closeness and charm. Their relationship proves that, while Hollywood often focuses on individual success, sometimes it's the family connections that truly shine. As we explore some shocking Hollywood sibling pairs you might not know about, Kate and Oliver Hudson's relationship reminds us that behind every famous star, there's often a strong, supportive family that deserves recognition. Jake Gyllenhaal and Maggie Gyllenhaal are not only talented actors, but also siblings with a unique bond in the film industry. While each has their own career with impressive roles, their close connection and mutual support throughout their careers make their sibling relationship even more fascinating. They not only share a passion for acting, but are also companions in their careers together, establishing their place in Hollywood. Jake Gyllenhaal and Maggie Gyllenhaal are not only talented actors, but also siblings with a unique bond in the film industry. While each has their own career with impressive roles, their close connection and mutual support throughout their careers make their sibling relationship even more fascinating. They not only share a passion for acting, but are also companions in their careers together, establishing their place in Hollywood. The memorable moments of Jake and Maggie on screen are not only personal achievements, but also the result of a collaboration, even if from afar, between the two siblings. Their relationship serves as proof that even in a competitive industry like Hollywood, love and family support can be key factors in helping individuals thrive. As we explore lesser-known Hollywood sibling pairs, Jake and Maggie Gyllenhaal's story is a perfect example of the power of family in building a successful career. Jonah Hill and Beanie Feldstein, two talented Hollywood stars, not only stand out with their individual careers but also as siblings. While Jonah is known for his comedic roles and Beanie shines in emotionally intense performances, both have made their own marks in the film industry. However, what many don't know is that they share a deeply bonded family relationship, supporting each other both professionally and personally. Although each has carved their own path, their sibling connection has always been a significant source of encouragement. Both Jonah and Beanie have impressive careers with well-known films, but their family connection is a special aspect that's not widely known. Beanie has shared that Jonah has been a major source of inspiration in her life, and career always being the protective older brother who encourages her throughout her professional journey. Even though Jonah is the more famous sibling, Beanie has proven herself as a rising star, carving out her own name and continuously moving forward in the industry. The sibling relationship between Jonah and Beanie Feldstein offers an inspiring story of family bonds within the entertainment industry. In a world full of competition and pressure, their support and closeness have provided a strong foundation for both of them to shine in their own unique ways. Looking at them, we see not only famous stars, but also a model of unity and love within a family that holds a powerful influence in Hollywood. The Murray brothers are a rare trio in Hollywood, 3 siblings each, building their career in comedy but in very different ways. While Bill Murray is a household name, his brothers Brian Doyle Murray and Joel Murray have also quietly made their mark in the entertainment industry in their own unique ways. Bill Murray, born September 21, 1950, needs little introduction. He rose to fame on Saturday Night Live (SNL) and made a lasting impact with iconic roles in Ghostbusters Groundhog Day and Lost in Translation, the latter of which earned him a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination. With his dry humor, exceptional improvisational skills, and unpredictable off-screen persona, Bill has become a cultural icon and one of the most beloved comedy actors in American cinema. Brian Doyle Murray, Bill's older brother, born October 31, 1945, may not be as famous, but his voice is certainly recognizable. A seasoned supporting actor and screenwriter, Brian co-wrote the script for Caddyshack 1980 and appeared in dozens of comedy films like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Wayne's World. He was also a member of SNL, making him and Bill one of the few sibling pairs to appear on the stage of the show. Joel Murray, the youngest of the trio, born April 17, 1963, brought the family's humor to television. He appeared in Dharma, and Greg played a significant role in Mad Men, and voiced characters in animated films like Monsters University. Joel's talent lies in his subtle emotional depth, often taking on roles as the everyman that provide balance to the more dynamic ensembles. Although they rarely appear together on screen, the Murray brothers collaborated in Scrooged and Caddyshack. Their collective influence in American comedy, from stage to film to writing, makes them a unique family. However, many viewers don't realize that behind Bill Murray's iconic smile are 2 equally dedicated brothers in the comedy profession. Very few actors carry a last name as iconic as Sutherland, thanks largely to the legacy of Canadian actor Donald Sutherland. While most people recognize Kiefer Sutherland for his standout roles in both film and television, few realize he has a half-brother, Angus Sutherland, who has also built a noteworthy career in the entertainment industry. Kiefer Sutherland, born December 21, 1966, rose to fame in the 1980s, with classic films like Stand By Me, The Lost Boys, and Flatliners. However, it was his role as Jack Bauer in the series 24 that catapulted him to global stardom. Over 8 seasons, Kiefer earned an Emmy, a Golden Globe, and a Screen Actors Guild Award, solidifying his status as one of the most respected actors in television history. Angus Sutherland, born September 3, 1982, is Kiefer's half-brother. While he hasn't achieved the same level of fame as his older brother Angus, has made his mark as both an actor and a producer. He appeared in Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay and Lost Boys: The Tribe 2008, a follow-up to the 1987 film The Lost Boys, which starred Kiefer. More recently, Angus has focused on serving as executive producer on films like 1917 and City of Lies, showcasing a keen eye for intense cinematic storytelling. Unlike Kiefer's high-profile on-screen presence, Angus works mostly behind the scenes, which explains why many fans don't realize they're related. Still, their shared passion for the arts and connection to one of Hollywood's most influential families highlights a deeper story, one of talent spanning generations and genres. Before there was Corey Matthews, there was Kevin Arnold. Few people know that these two iconic characters from popular teen shows were actually played by real-life brothers Ben Savage and Fred Savage. Fred Savage, the older brother, rose to fame in the late 1980s with his role as Kevin Arnold in The Wonder Years. His portrayal of a young boy navigating adolescence during the 1960s and 70s earned him multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, making him a teenage icon. But Fred didn't stop at acting. He transitioned into directing and producing, contributing to the success of hit series like Modern Family, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Two Broke Girls. His influence in shaping modern TV comedy is undeniable, even though many viewers don't realize he's the one working behind the scenes. Ben Savage, Fred's younger brother, became a household name in the 90s with his role as Corey Matthews in Boy Meets World. While Fred's character evoked nostalgia for the past, Ben's Corey grew up in real time alongside a generation of teens. His return in Girl Meets World 2014-2017 reignited fans' love for the character and introduced him to a whole new audience. Both brothers started out in commercials, moved into television, and built their careers on relatable, authentic roles. While Fred shifted his focus to creative control behind the camera, Ben remained a familiar face on screen in family-friendly shows. Together, they represent two sides of Hollywood success, one in front of the camera and one behind the scenes. Most Full House fans remember the adorable twin boys Nikki and Alex Katsopoulos, but few realize that the characters were played by real-life twin brothers Blake Twomey Wilhoit and Dylan Twomey Wilhoit. They appeared in over 40 episodes from 1992 until the show ended in 1995, becoming fan favorites during the series' final years. However, unlike many child stars who continue to chase the spotlight, the Twomey Wilhoit twins chose to step away from acting after Full House. This decision led them down two completely different paths, far from the red carpet and media spotlight. Blake Twomey Wilhoit took on one of the most demanding roles in society, a firefighter. He joined the Los Angeles Fire Department and has served for many years as a first responder, quietly building a career based on bravery and dedication, a stark contrast to the spotlight of his childhood fame. Meanwhile, Dylan Twomey Wilhoit pursued a career in sound design. His behind-the-scenes work has been recognized in major projects like Game of Thrones' Furious 7 and The Walking Dead. In 2019, Dylan was nominated for an Emmy in the Outstanding Sound Editing category for Game of Thrones, a rare achievement for a former child star transitioning into the technical field. Today, the twin brothers rarely appear in public and don't attend fan events. However, their brief yet memorable time on screen, combined with their vastly different career paths afterward, makes them one of the most surprising sibling stories in television history. Few Hollywood families have produced two siblings who both won Oscars, But Ben Affleck and Casey Affleck, born 3 years apart in Berkeley, California, managed to do just that. While both started their careers in the mid-90s, their paths could not have been more different. Ben Affleck, born August 15, 1972, first gained recognition as a screenwriter. At the age of 25, he won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay with Good Will Hunting 1997, a film he co-wrote and starred in alongside his close friend, Matt Damon. Ben's directing career then took off with films like Gone Baby Gone the Town, and especially Argo, which won Best Picture at the 2013 Oscars, establishing him as a rare, multi-talented figure actor, director, and producer. Ben also found box office success with leading roles in Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, and as Batman in the DC Universe. Despite his personal life being closely scrutinized by the media, Ben remains one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, with total film earnings surpassing $3 billion. Casey Affleck. Ben's younger brother has a more reserved and selective acting style. He is known for his profound roles in The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford 2007, and Manchester by the Sea 2016, the latter of which earned him the Oscar for Best Actor. Not chasing commercial fame, Casey focuses on artistic projects and also ventured into directing with I'm Still Here 2010. Although not as famous as his brother, Casey is highly praised by critics for his nuanced performances. The Affleck brothers represent two sides of Hollywood: Ben with his dazzling commercial career, and Casey with his deeply artistic roles. Their contrasting styles and choices often surprise people when they realize they're brothers. Before there were the Hemsworths or the Skarsgårds, Hollywood had the Baldwin brothers, 4 siblings each, carving out a place on screen with distinct personalities and career paths. Raised in Massapequa, New York, they became one of the first acting families of modern American cinema. Alec Baldwin, the eldest brother, born April 3, 1958, is the most critically acclaimed of the group. He rose to fame with roles in The Hunt for Red October, and Glengarry Glen Ross, later winning 2 Emmys and 3 Golden Globes for his role as Jack Donaghy on 30 Rock. With a blend of classical acting training, sharp wit, and a flair for satire, Alec has become a familiar presence in both drama and comedy. Daniel Baldwin, born October 5, 1960, built a solid career in television with key roles in Homicide: Life on the Street and the film Mulholland Falls. Although his career has occasionally been overshadowed by personal struggles, Daniel has maintained a steady presence in films and reality TV shows. William Baldwin, born February 21, 1963, rose to heartthrob status in the early 90s, with leading roles in Flatliners, Backdraft, and Sliver. With his good looks and strong screen presence, William stood out as a romantic lead, offering a contrast to his brother Alec's more classically trained acting style. Stephen Baldwin, the youngest, born May 12, 1966, is best known for The Usual Suspects and the cult comedy Biodome. In the 2000s, he shifted his focus to Christian films and conservative media, crafting a very different public image from his brothers. Though they have different last names, Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez are actually brothers, both sons of legendary actor Martin Sheen. Many viewers didn't realize their connection at first, partly because Emilio chose to keep the family name Estevez to avoid relying on the Hollywood system, while Charlie opted for the more accessible and recognizable surname Sheen. Emilio Estevez, born May 12, 1962, became famous in the 1980s as a key member of the Brat Pack, a group of young actors featured in hit films like The Breakfast Club, St. Elmo's Fire, and The Outsiders. Unlike many of his peers, Emilio later transitioned to directing with The Way 2010, a heartfelt film featuring his father, which was praised for its authentic storytelling. Charlie Sheen, born September 3, 1965, took a different path. He quickly became a box office star with roles in Platoon, Wall Street, and Major League. Charlie's television career skyrocketed with 2.5 Men, where he became the highest-paid sitcom actor in history, earning nearly $1.8 million per episode at the peak of the show. However, Charlie's career has also been marked by controversy, including being fired from the show and his widely publicized personal issues. What makes their story intriguing is the contrast. Emilio leads a more private life, focusing on writing and directing, while Charlie's fame has been tied to off-screen controversies. Despite this, they have collaborated in films like Men at Work 1990 and have always supported each other over the years. No list of famous siblings would be complete without Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen. However, many viewers forget that they made a huge impact on Hollywood at a very young age and on an incredible scale. Born June 13, 1986, the twin sisters were cast as Michelle Tanner in Full House when they were just 9 months old. Due to child labor laws, they alternated filming, but their shared performance won the hearts of millions of viewers over the show's 8-season run. At the age of 6, Mary-Kate and Ashley founded their own production company, Dual Star Entertainment Group. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, they starred in a series of direct-to-video films and TV shows like Passport to Paris, Billboard Dad, and Two of a Kind. At their peak, they were estimated to have built a brand worth billions of dollars through merchandise deals, books, toys, and a fashion line aimed at teens. What set them apart from most child stars was their decision to completely step away from acting. Since their late teens, both sisters shifted their focus to fashion not only as designers, but also as major influencers in the high-end fashion industry. In 2006, they launched The Row, a brand praised by critics for its minimalist designs and craftsmanship, followed by the more contemporary brand Elizabeth & James. Their achievements were recognized with the CFDA's Women's Wear Designer of the Year award in both 2012 and 2015, a rare accomplishment in an industry typically dominated by veteran designers. Although Mary-Kate and Ashley have stepped away from public life, rarely giving interviews or appearing on the red carpet, their transition from screen stars to respected designers is one of the most successful reinventions in celebrity history. While some famous sibling pairs share the spotlight, Rob Lowe and Chad Lowe have spent decades carving out their own separate paths in Hollywood. Growing up in Dayton, Ohio, both brothers began acting as teenagers, but it was Rob who first attracted public attention. Rob Lowe, born March 17, 1964, became a focal point of attention in the 1980s as a member of the Brat Pack. Breakout roles in The Outsiders, St. Elmo's Fire, and About Last Night turned him into a heartthrob icon of the era. Although he faced some career setbacks in the late 80s, Rob reinvented himself on television, earning a Golden Globe nomination for his role in The West Wing, and winning fans with roles in Parks and Recreation and 911 Lone Star. His charm, sharp comedic timing, and versatile acting skills have helped him maintain a career spanning 4 decades with over 70 roles. Chad Lowe, born January 15, 1968, took a quieter path but still achieved significant success. He won an Emmy in 1993 for his role in the AIDS-themed TV series Life Goes On, portraying a young man living with HIV, one of the pioneering roles on mainstream television addressing this topic. Chad later appeared in Melrose Place 24 and gained attention for his role as Byron Montgomery in Pretty Little Liars, which helped him attract a younger audience. In addition to acting, Chad has directed several TV episodes, including Bones Law and Order SVU, and Lucifer, showcasing his behind-the-scenes skills similar to the production efforts of his brother Rob. The Hemsworth brothers have taken Hollywood by storm, but many audiences still don't realize there are three of them each with their own career style and fan base. Hailing from Melbourne, Australia, Luke, Chris, and Liam Hemsworth have turned their shared talent and charisma into a global phenomenon. Chris Hemsworth, born on August 11, 1983, is the most prominent name among the three brothers. His role as Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU catapulted him to international superstardom. From the Avengers series to Extraction, Chris blends physical strength with emotional depth, making him beloved in both action films and comedies. As of 2025, his films have grossed over $11 billion worldwide. Liam Hemsworth, the youngest brother born on January 13, 1990, gained attention with his role as Gale Hawthorne in the Hunger Games series. Unlike Chris's larger-than-life roles, Liam gravitates toward more grounded romantic lead roles, such as in the last song Isn't It Romantic and Independence Day Resurgence. His calm demeanor and subtle charm have earned him a dedicated fan base of his own. Luke Hemsworth, the eldest brother born on November 5, 1980, may be less well-known internationally, but he is highly respected for his television roles, particularly in Australia. He gained global recognition for his role as security chief Ashley Stubbs in all 4 seasons of Westworld on HBO. Luke's steady performances and low-key demeanor create a contrast to the blockbuster appeal of his younger brothers. What's noteworthy is that the Hemsworth brothers have never leveraged their family name. Each of them has achieved success independently, never having starred in a film together, and their careers span across different genres and target audiences. Few families in Hollywood have a legacy as long-lasting and respected as the Bridges brothers. As the sons of actor Lloyd Bridges and actress Dorothy Bridges, Bo and Jeff not only inherited their talent but also elevated it across multiple generations and genres. Bo Bridges, born December 9, 1941, has one of the most diverse careers in film and television. Known for his warm and relatable performances, Bo has appeared in over 100 projects since the 1960s. He has won 3 Emmys and 2 Golden Globes, earning praise for roles in The Fabulous Baker Boys, The Descendants, and series like Masters of Sex and Stargate SG-1. Bo's strength lies in his adaptability, seamlessly transitioning between comedy drama and science fiction. Jeff Bridges, born December 4th of 1949, is regarded as one of the greatest American actors of his generation. He broke out with The Last Picture Show, 1971, and continued to make his mark with iconic roles in Starman, The Big Lebowski: True Grit, and Crazy Heart, the film that earned him the Oscar for Best Actor in 2010. With his intense emotional depth and relaxed demeanor, Jeff's roles often explore imperfect yet deeply human characters. The two brothers have collaborated most notably in The Fabulous Baker Boys 1989, where they played brothers bringing emotional authenticity through their real-life relationship. Bo's style, refined and understated, contrasts with Jeff's captivating depth, creating a complement rather than competition. Canadian twin brothers Shawn Ashmore and Aaron Ashmore, born on October 7, 1979, have puzzled audiences for years. Although they look almost identical, each brother has built a separate career in film and television. Shawn Ashmore is best known for his role as Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, in the X-Men film series, appearing in 4 installments from 2000 to 2014. His quiet intensity and vulnerability helped redefine how superheroes were portrayed in early 2000s cinema. Beyond Marvel, Shawn starred in The Following alongside Kevin Bacon and portrayed the conflicted character Lamplighter in The Boys, showcasing a darker, more nuanced side of his acting range. Aaron Ashmore made his mark on television playing Jimmy Olsen in Smallville, where he gained a loyal fan base with his charming and authentic energy. He later led the cast of the Canadian sci-fi series Killjoys, portraying Johnny Jacobys over 5 seasons, proving his strength in character-driven storytelling. Aaron also appeared in Warehouse 13 and Veronica Mars, primarily sticking to TV genres, but consistently delivering memorable performances. Despite often being mistaken for each other by audiences and casting directors, the two brothers rarely play twins on screen and deliberately avoid working together to protect their individual careers. This decision has paid off. Both have maintained their relevance and adaptability in an industry known for being highly demanding. The Skarsgård family is perhaps the most famous acting export from Sweden, not only due to their father Stellan Skarsgård, but also because the 3 brothers Alexander Bill and Gustaf Skarsgård have each built their own successful careers and earned respect in international film and television, making them one of the most talented acting families in Hollywood. Alexander Skarsgård, born on August 25, 1976, first gained attention with his role as the charming vampire Eric Northman in HBO's True Blood, a performance that turned him into a global icon. However, he quickly proved he was more than just a pretty face. In 2017, he won an Emmy, Golden Globe, and SAG Award for his chilling performance in Big Little Lies. He has since appeared in The Legend of Tarzan the Northman and Succession, where he portrayed a calculating tech mogul. Bill Skarsgård, born on August 9, 1990, rose to fame for his haunting portrayal of the creepy clown Pennywise in It, 2017, and It, Chapter 2. His bizarre and chilling performance helped the two films gross over $1 billion worldwide. Outside of horror, Bill has appeared in John Wick Chapter 4, Castle Rock, and Hemlock Grove, demonstrating his willingness to take on unconventional and challenging roles. Gustaf Skarsgård, born on November 12, 1980, is the most successful on the small screen. He made a significant mark with his role as Floki, the eccentric shipbuilder in Vikings, across 6 seasons, a performance that required both physical strength and emotional depth. Gustaf has also appeared in Westworld and Cursed, often taking on complex and unique characters. Before Joaquin Phoenix became an Oscar-winning actor, the world knew his older brother River Phoenix as one of the most promising talents of his generation. Born on August 23, 1970, River grew up in a free-spirited nomadic family before eventually settling in Los Angeles. He began acting at a young age and quickly captivated audiences with his sincerity and emotional depth. River broke through with the film Stand By Me in 1986 at just 15 years old, portraying a vulnerable yet compassionate boy, reflecting his own sensitive soul in real life. River went on to receive an Oscar nomination at the age of 18 for Running on Empty 1988, and made a powerful impression in My Own Private Idaho 1991, solidifying his status as a talented and unconventional actor. Sadly, River passed away on October 31, 1993, at the age of 23, from a drug overdose outside the Viper Room nightclub in Los Angeles, leaving a huge void in the hearts of fans and in Hollywood. Joaquin Phoenix, born October 28, 1974, was just 19 years old when River passed away. He briefly withdrew from the spotlight before gradually building his own career. Joaquin is known for his intense, transformative acting style, always willing to take risks. His early roles in To Die For and Gladiator showcased his innate talent. By 2020, Joaquin won an Oscar for his role as the Joker, a performance that pushed both emotional and physical limits. While River's career was a brief, brilliant flash, Joaquin's success has been enduring and profound. In every interview and speech, Joaquin always mentions River, who inspired him to pursue acting. The three Cassidy brothers, David, Patrick, and Sean, were born into a prestigious Hollywood family, with each making their own mark in music, television, and theater. Their father was Broadway legend Jack Cassidy, while David's mother was Shirley Jones, the stepmother of Patrick and Sean and Patrick's biological mother was actress Evelyn Ward. The Cassidy name became a teen idol symbol in the 1970s and 1980s. David Cassidy, born April 12, 1950, rose to superstardom with his role as Keith Partridge in the series The Partridge Family, 1970-1974. With his flowing hair and pop ballads, David became one of the most famous teen idols of all time. At the height of his fame, he sold over 25 million records worldwide and was frequently mobbed by fans at stadiums and airports. However, fame also brought its share of struggles. David battled addiction and financial issues throughout his later life. He passed away in 2017 at the age of 67 due to liver failure. Sean Cassidy, born September 27, 1958, followed in David's footsteps both in music and acting. Sean became famous for his role as Joe Hardy in The Hardy Boys Mysteries, 1977-1979, and had hits like Da Do Ron Ron. Unlike David, Sean later shifted to a successful career as a screenwriter and television producer with projects like American Gothic Invasion and New Amsterdam. Patrick Cassidy, born January 4, 1962, focused on musical theater and television. He has appeared in Broadway productions like 42nd Street and Annie Get Your Gun, as well as TV series like Smallville, Days of Our Lives, and Lois and Clark. You might be familiar with their dry, witty humor and quirky charm in Wes Anderson's films, but many don't know that Owen and Luke Wilson are real-life brothers, both entering Hollywood at the same time. Born and raised in Dallas, Texas, their first major collaboration was in Wes Anderson's film Bottle Rocket 1996, with Luke starring and Owen co-writing the script with Anderson. Owen Wilson, born November 18, 1968, is easily recognizable by his distinctive nasal voice, blonde hair, and laid-back natural demeanor. He gained worldwide fame in the early 2000s with films like Wedding Crashers, Zoolander, Starsky and Hutch, and the Night at the Museum series. His role as the voice of Lightning McQueen in Pixar's Cars franchise also introduced him to a younger generation. While primarily known for his comedic roles, Owen was nominated for an Oscar for co-writing The Royal Tenenbaums and showcased his acting depth in Midnight in Paris and Marley and Me. Luke Wilson, born September 21, 1971, often takes on the role of the calm and grounded character, serving as a counterbalance to Owen's quirky roles. He has appeared in films like Legally Blonde Old School and The Family Stone, as well as numerous romantic comedies from the 2000s. Luke has also received critical acclaim for his performances in The Skeleton Twins and the series Enlightened. Despite starting out together, the two brothers rarely appear on screen together, each building their own career. Owen pursues quirky philosophical roles, while Luke brings sincerity and relatability to every character he plays. At first glance, many viewers might not recognize that James Franco and Dave Franco are brothers, perhaps because their careers have developed at different times and in different styles. However, both have become familiar names in Hollywood, each bringing their own unique flavor to their acting and directing careers. James Franco, born April 19, 1978, rose to fame in the early 2000s, with roles in Freaks and Geeks as Harry Osborn in the Spider-Man series, and 127 Hours, which earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. With a diverse range of roles, Franco's career spans from artistic films like Milk and Spring Breakers to absurd comedies like Pineapple Express and The Interview. He is also a talented director and screenwriter, having directed over 30 films, including The Disaster Artist 2017, which earned him a Golden Globe Award. Dave Franco, born June 12, 1985, entered the entertainment industry nearly a decade later than his brother. He started with small roles in the series Scrubs and quickly gained attention with standout performances in 21 Jump Street Neighbors and Now You See Me. Unlike James, Dave has built his image through charm, taking on comedic roles and modern romantic leads. In 2020, Dave made his directorial debut with the independent horror film The Rental, which received positive reviews and showcased a more introspective, thoughtful side of his creativity. Although much of their careers have been separate, the two brothers appeared together in The Disaster Artist, with Dave playing Greg Sestero opposite James as Tommy Wiseau. Although Mark Wahlberg is now a globally recognized name, it was his older brother Donnie Wahlberg who first stepped into the spotlight. The two have had parallel journeys from music to acting, helping shape pop culture from the 1980s to the present. Donnie Wahlberg, born on August 17, 1969, gained fame as a founding member of the boy band New Kids on the Block. The group sold over 80 million records worldwide and dominated the pop charts in the late 80s with hits like Step by Step and Hangin' Tough. Later, Donnie transitioned to acting, impressing audiences with his role in The Sixth Sense 1999 and becoming a familiar face as Detective Danny Reagan in the long-running series Blue Bloods, which has aired since 2010 and surpassed 275 episodes. Mark Wahlberg, born June 5, 1971, began his career in music under the stage name Marky Mark, with the group Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, scoring a hit with Good Vibrations. However, his transition into serious acting caught critics by surprise. Starting with Boogie Nights, 1997, Mark built a solid career with films such as The Departed, The Fighter Lone Survivor Ted, and the Transformers series. He received 2 Oscar nominations and became one of the highest-paid actors in the world, while also producing successful shows like Entourage and Boardwalk Empire. Despite their very different styles, Donnie as an artist with soul and Mark as an action star and entrepreneur both share the hard-working spirit of their Boston roots and a strong family bond. Their combined careers have spanned over 3 decades with dozens of Billboard hits and box office earnings totaling billions of dollars. Although both Matt and Kevin Dillon have impressive acting careers, many viewers are surprised to learn they are brothers, largely because of their different styles and career paths. However, both have maintained a steady presence in Hollywood for decades, each carving out their own niche. Matt Dillon, born February 18, 1964, became a teen idol in the early 1980s with a series of critically acclaimed coming-of-age films. His performances in The Outsiders, Rumble Fish, and Drugstore Cowboy showcased his exceptional maturity and established him as one of the most promising talents of his generation. In 2005, Matt received an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Crash, where he portrayed a complex, morally conflicted police officer. He also stood out in popular comedies like There's Something About Mary and Wild Things, demonstrating his ability to shift between deeply dramatic roles and dark comedy. Kevin Dillon, born August 19, 1965, may not have the high-profile career of his brother, but he has carved out his own success, especially on television. His breakthrough role was as Johnny Drama Chase in HBO's Entourage, where he portrayed a washed-up actor trying to reclaim his former glory. This role earned Kevin 3 Emmy nominations and a Golden Globe nomination, with many viewers considering Johnny Drama to be the heart and soul of the show. Kevin has also appeared in films such as Platoon, The Blob, and No Escape, solidifying his presence in both action films and other genres. Although they rarely appear publicly together or work on projects as a duo, their upbringing in New York and natural charm have helped both become long-lasting and familiar faces in Hollywood. One has mastered the independent film and drama genres, while the other shines in television comedy and beloved classic films. And both have left a strong impression wherever they appear. Chris Evans and Scott Evans are not only brothers but also 2 prominent faces in Hollywood with their own distinct acting careers. While Chris has made a mark with his strong action hero persona, Scott is known for his roles in heartfelt and everyday television dramas. Though they have taken different paths, both share a passion for film and have always quietly supported each other in their artistic journeys. Their bond is not just about being family, but also a deep friendship between 2 artists who grew up together and matured in the spotlight. The bond between Chris and Scott is clearly seen in their appearances together, at events their mutual praise in interviews, and even in simple, warm moments shared in everyday life. While Chris is the more familiar name to the public, Scott has proven his own talent and unique identity, especially when he came out publicly, becoming a positive inspiration for the LGBTQ+ community. Without rivalry or comparison, they choose to be each other's support system, facing the pressures and prejudices of the entertainment industry together. The story of Chris and Scott Evans is a testament to the enduring value of family ties in a constantly changing world. While fame can come and go, it's the unconditional love and support from family that helps them stay true to themselves and fully dedicate their talents to their craft. They are not just Hollywood stars, they stand as symbols of companionship, sincerity, and love, qualities that aren't always easy to find in the glitzy entertainment industry. And that wraps up today's video. We hope you enjoyed discovering these fascinating Hollywood sibling pairs as much as we did. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends so they can learn about these interesting relationships too. If you want to see more exciting videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.